We are now live. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? How was everyone's week and Memorial Day weekend?
My weekend was good for the most part. I've been working since like forever. Um, yeah, and I'm hoping to have some really good news next week, but I can't talk about it yet.
Okay. What about you,
So
Jeff?
Same old, same old. Just waiting for my vacation.
Okay. Um, I
the
mean,
life of an American worker, just waiting for
Yep.
vacation.
I guess
Which I
not too much.
did mention last time, right?
I think you did mention something. I don't remember if I took a note of when you'll be gone.
Yeah, when are you leaving?
Oh, I won't be here next Monday. That's about it.
Oh,
Oh,
you
so
did.
you
Yeah,
might
okay.
miss my news.
Okay.
Oh,
I do remember
I'll
that.
tune in.
If I have it, I'll let you know.
Bet.
All right. All right. Nothing too eventful for me. Watched Young Justice. I've been Stranger Things Part 1. Uh, I watched all the Prehistoric Planet, and I was streaming Pokemon Unite, sponsored by HelloFresh. But
Which, first off, congratulations for getting sponsored by HelloFresh. We haven't talked about that yet. That's incredible.
Yeah,
Good for
congrats,
you.
man. Dr. Pepper, where you at?
where
Yeah,
are you,
next is
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper?
Pepper.
We're waiting for you.
We
I
have
was part.
two different kinds of Dr. Pepper cream soda on the stream right now, Dr. Pepper. It's your newest product and it's your best product.
There's an invisible Dr. Pepper here.
But yeah, I was having fun. I think the first day of the sponsorship, I was playing Cramorant with the chef skin on, just cooking up the enemy team. The second day, I was doing the sponsorship. I was not doing that because Pokemon Unite just dropped a whole new patch. So I was like, I'm gonna check out the new game mode. I'm gonna check out all the Pokemon that got buffed and nerfed. See how everyone plays.
Hey, Bella. But yeah, we had a good Memorial Day. We did crab and shrimp and lemon sticks. So very Maryland, very Baltimore, in fact. If you don't know what lemon sticks are, they are lemons that you put soft peppermint sticks in, and then you use the peppermint stick as a straw.
No,
It's like a nice minty lemonade.
that's nice.
And it's
Um,
real cheap to get because a bag of peppermint sticks of like 20 is like $5, and then you can get a bag of lemons for $1.
so naturally, if you combine the two, it's
Yeah, it's super cheap.
roughly cheap. Yeah. um, I did finish my first playthrough of Elden Ring, so I guess
That's an accomplishment.
yeah. It was
Huh?
very aggravating, but I did it.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know there was an end. I thought you just did stuff.
There's always an end.
Yeah, there's a story.
Okay. I thought you just kill things, get better, you invade people.
There's always a very complicated story and lore with Souls type games. It's part of the fun for it. You have to find a bunch of books and signs and read them to get the whole image. Um, and like the way that bosses attack and die and move is all usually in tune with the story. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
As somebody who doesn't really like Souls games because I don't like the combat of it, I think that they do a really good job of everything else. I don't know if I shared this last stream, but I've started to play World of Warcraft again. I will probably start streaming it again. Um, Activision Blizzard is still not that great of a company, but I missed my friends who play, and I have friends who work there, and this is a way that I can show support to them while also still using platform to talk against the company and the problems that they have.
Okay. Whatever if you feel like it. Because
Yeah.
I'll probably try out Overwatch 2 when it comes out. I don't know. It's definitely on the way to go.
I plan on trying Diablo Immortal this Thursday, which it's a mobile game, so it comes out this Thursday. It's Diablo, but on the phone, which makes sense because Diablo is a really simple game that is like you move with your mouse, you attack with your right mouse button, and then you have like 6 abilities. It's not that hard to play on a phone, I'm sure.
I also need to get. I either need to pre-order or go ahead and get ready to buy Mario Strikers coming out June 11th. If Nintendo wants to sponsor me,
Hell yeah, I am also hyped for that game. I mean, actually, how much time did we put into the first Mario Strikers as a
that
kid?
one we played that one a lot.
Like that might have been
I don't
like our
know
number
if
one
you
played
know
game.
about it, but there's a free demo on the Switch.
Yeah,
But it's not, you can't play it. You can only play it during certain hours. I think this upcoming weekend to play with people online and everything, I guess, to test stuff.
I will definitely download it. Also, if you care about sports games at all, Madden's beta opt-in is closing today. So get into it so that you can tell EA how to build a better game if you care about that. Because I play sports games as like one of my chill games, and Madden has been a shit show since like 2015.
It's like I haven't played them in forever, but like,
Yeah.
have they really gone that different? I just thought it's like a game that would always be the same with just a rotating roster.
Gameplay changes because they change engines. Right now, it's very animation driven gameplay, and it feels slow. And literally, I've started playing the 2014 college football game again because it feels better, and you can download a skin pack and put it on your PS3 or your Xbox 360 or your PC if you have a Blu-ray player for your PC, and literally get the game up to 4K.
As long as it's not like
updated.
the 2K WWE series, because I've seen so many weird glitches online from that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of weird glitches in Madden 2, not nearly as bad as 2K or WWE. Although, to be fair, this new WWE is really good, and it's not as glitchy.
Yeah, I've not seen as many glitches. I've definitely seen some things.
Yeah, like WWE this year, they definitely fixed it up. It's not the trash shoot it had been for 6 years. They finally were like, you know what, let's do some things. Let's make it a little bit better. But yeah, no.
I'll say this like I play the games. I haven't played in forever, but I've heard they don't longer have the manager mode or GM mode. Bring GM mode back. I love GM mode.
They got GM mode. It's slightly different though. It's where you create your own roster for a new like platform. So like you can create a platform to compete with NXT, SmackDown, and Raw.
Okay,
Which is kind of cool.
I remember me, you, and my brother would play GMO where each of us got like one of the brands, Raw, SmackDown, or ECW, and just competed to see who has the better show.
Yeah, and then we would play together and create ridiculous characters. It was fun.
Create ridiculous characters, have like a Royal Rumble. Sometimes we just watch Royal Rumbles. We didn't even play.
Yeah,
let's see how this goes.
It would be like instead of putting on a TV show while eating, we put on a WWE match.
Just let them fight it out. Just let them fight them out.
But yeah, it's been frustrating to play Madden because the biggest complaint probably is that over the years they've taken features away, and then like a few years down the road they'll reintroduce it as a new feature, and it just feels really gross.
Well, another thing I'm excited for is the Pokemon. We have a Nintendo. I think it's a Nintendo Direct or a Pokemon Direct. We're getting a Direct tomorrow morning at 9, and they said we're gonna get a trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So we don't have anything to say about this podcast for that. We'll have to wait till next week to talk about whatever shows up on this Direct.
Yeah, I should actually be able to have time to watch some of that because I have work tomorrow during that time, but the work that I was supposed to do tomorrow, I did today.
Okay.
So
I think the Direct starts at 9 a.m. Eastern, if that's something you're going to stream or something. I might
I won't be
try.
able to stream it, but I'll be
Okay.
able to tune in.
I was like, I can work maybe a little late. I was like, I'm gonna watch this. No, like a rerun of it later. Maybe I'll stream watching the rerun later. Just avoid spoilers if I can.
Yeah, that's a hard part.
All right, should we get started on like the actual news stuff?
Yeah, instead of us bullshitting around, yeah, sure.
All right. So this past week, we got a first look at the Blue Beetle suit.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I liked how it looked.
A lot of people are liking it. I mean, obviously, if you don't like it, it's not what's gonna finally look like. They're obviously gonna like touch it up in post and everything, but it's nice to see it.
Yeah, for
I
most part,
realized
it's good.
last night that we see the suit. I guess they started filming, but I have no idea who else is attached or who the villain of this movie is.
That's a good
Yeah.
thing, though.
Yeah,
Like,
we know nothing.
I don't
and they
want to
already
know.
started filming.
I've been kind of missing the days of old of like the late 90s, early aughts before social media, where we didn't know this kind of stuff. It wasn't stuff that was regularly shown to us. We just got a surprise typically.
Where you had to actually watch, where you couldn't watch the movie before watching the movie.
Yeah, where you couldn't just watch the trailer and know the entire movie plot because the trailer was only like 30 seconds long.
Yeah, it's nice kind of being not knowing too much. We're gonna have some surprises. One surprise we may have is they're reporting Jason Sudeikis. I think that's how you say his name. Sudeikis as Ted Core and Blue Beetle. But again, this is just reporting. There's no official announcements. We haven't even seen him on set or anything like we've seen. Zolo on set in the costume.
If it's true, Jason really loves playing characters named Ted. That's all I've got to say about it.
I don't know if his name was Ted in Horrible Bosses, but I could see his character as a Ted.
From now on, all of his characters' name
They're just Ted.
It's
Ted.
simply Ted.
Yeah.
All right. So apparently, Warner Brothers is frustrated with J.J. Abrams because he's been attached to multiple properties that he handpicked for like a decade now, I feel like.
It's not quite been a decade. It's been like, well, I guess like he was attached with Justice League at some point. What? Right? No.
Justice League Dark. I know I think he's supposed to have that.
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
It's been probably like 8 years at the most.
Yeah, because isn't his contract almost up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hasn't dropped
anything at all.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense though. Like part of it is he was attached to Star Trek and he was attached to Star Wars and he was attached to a few other big things, and Warner Brothers just kind of kept falling on the back burner. JJ should probably put out something so he doesn't completely screw over his relationship with everybody in Hollywood. But
yeah, I don't know how the deals work. I guess it's a time deal. I just see him like make this movie, and he got to like handpick like these projects himself, and like, yeah, go ahead, make these movies for us. And he hasn't done any of them, so I guess you can understandable to be kind of frustrated not to have.
As long as he hasn't been paid for any of them,
I would imagine they pay something up front and then rest at the back end.
Yeah, probably
for a deal like this. I mean, I don't know how it works, but I would imagine that's how the contract probably been set up.
Probably. But I guess moving on to other comic news, MCU news, we did get the second trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder, which I didn't need a second trailer. I'm already excited to see this film.
Yeah, I mean, what can we really say? I'm trying to remember what was different between this trailer and the last trailer. There were definitely a lot, but I'm like having trouble remember. I know Naked Thor was different. A lot of people were going crazy about that.
I mean, we got Thor butt, or not Thor butt. We got Hulk butt on the last one, so I'm not terribly surprised that we're getting Thor butt.
Thor also had a tattoo dedicated to Loki saying "Rip," and I think it had Loki's helmet. I don't think it said Loki. Maybe it just has his helmet.
Yeah.
What else we saw? We saw Valkyrie fight Gore, the God Butcher, with Zeus's lightning bolt.
Yeah. I'm hoping that they didn't just like. I'm hoping that a lot of the gods that they say are just like gone, that we at least get to see like a quick montage of them dying, so that we can at least have seen them. Because it'll be kind of a missed opportunity to have all of these gods who have just been erased and we don't see them at all.
It depends which gods, I guess, because like not all of them are like gods of Earth. Some of these are like outer space gods that I don't know. Do we need to see them? We wouldn't even know them.
That's
You could
true,
just
but like they're
insert
gonna.
random letters.
It'll probably be a lot of Earth gods as well, which to like bring out the feeling more towards the audience of like this is a lot that has happened, but
I think Zeus is definitely gonna be one. I don't know if others will get touched. I think we'll get a lot of alien gods. I think maybe Zeus might be the one of the Earth gods dead, and then we get the two Thors. Maybe other people fighting Gore.
yeah,
Maybe
could be.
introduce Hercules.
That would be cool. Maybe this is how we get Namor.
Honestly,
Is Namor related to a god?
I mean, he is a god.
I did not know he was a god.
In the news run, he's going to be like related to a Mayan god.
Okay.
So
It's like I know maybe we'll get Black Panther's Bast.
yeah, they could do something. I hope they do something interesting.
Maybe we'll see Khonshu and all of them.
Yeah. Oh, that would be an interesting one to see some of the Egyptian gods that have died and tie Moon Knight into the MCU that way. Apparently, there's somebody walking past my house.
All right, so Star Wars, Andor. We also got a trailer for that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've not fully watched Rebels yet. I know that's kind of a thing that you need to watch for this. So I'm in the process of watching Rebels. It's fun, but I've not gotten to a lot of the Ahsoka parts yet. But I'm always excited to see more.
I don't know. I watched the trailer. I didn't know much what was going on. I didn't know they had guns in this universe.
Yeah. Yeah, they got blasters.
No, that was like the normal gun. That wasn't a blaster.
Well, yeah, they have like space. They still just call them like blasters typically, but they have things that are just like hyped up space guns.
No, I think in the trailer there was just like a normal gun. I don't think it was a blaster of any kind, like a space type thing.
But it won't be like a normal gun or it shouldn't be like a normal gun because technically this happened a long, long time ago in that galaxy far away. That's the whole purpose. Like that's the whole thing of Star Wars.
See if I can find an image of this.
There's a heavy blaster pistol in it.
I'm just gonna find the trailer.
The AK-47s.
Yeah, AK. Like that's just like an AK, right?
But also, that's not an AK-47.
Well, I
But
don't
also,
know.
all of the guns in Star Wars are modeled after actual guns.
All right, I'll have to trust you. I always just thought they were like space-looking guns. This like actually has like a magazine cartridge on it. So I was like, "That's not a laser, right? That's a magazine cartridge on this."
Well, you do have to reload your weapons in the video games when you play them. So,
They're like laser bullets. I thought it just makes a laser.
I mean, it probably uses an amount of energy, and that's what you're reloading.
So like
So
a
the
battery.
magazine, like, yeah, essentially. Because like one of the like even lightsabers have like a battery type component to it. There's a lot of Padawans and Jedi that it's really emphasized their engineering prowess when they go into building their lightsaber.
It's not just their power.
It's not just a power. It's why Finn in the sequels is able to just grab a lightsaber and turn it on. Is that
I thought you could do that because he was a
anybody?
Jedi.
No, and he's not a Jedi. He's force sensitive, like which a lot of people are, but they're not force sensitive enough to become Jedi. There's whole races that are trained to be force sensitive from a young age, but can never actually become Jedi because they're not force sensitive enough.
Interesting.
Star Wars is weird and has a bunch of weird lore that you would think contradicts itself, but it makes sense within the universe because the universe says it does. Welcome to sci-fi fantasy. Really, Star Wars is not sci-fi; it's a space fantasy.
Yeah. All right. What about the Jedi Survivor trailer? This seems more
Hyped.
interesting for you because you played the games with him before, right?
Yeah, Cal Kessim is quite possibly my favorite Jedi, and BD-1, his droid, is my favorite droid. So I'm excited to see more of this, especially because it's Cameron Monaghan, and I like him as an actor. Um, the story is really interesting because his story is about just how he goes from wanting to just survive and not have to be a Jedi to getting involved in having to protect others and save others.
Did you ever play these games, Jeff?
No, I watched the playthrough of the first one though.
Okay. I did not play any of these games. So I have actually nothing to add to Jedi Survivor trailer. But
It's especially exciting because it's literally the game that saved EA's contract with Star Wars. Like EA was on, if you have one more game that does not become a mega success because you've had a bunch of failures, we are pulling our contract and we will find a new developer.
that's a good that's a good or bad thing. I was like,
That's a good thing as long as they keep using the same people to
okay.
create the game.
Because like I feel like other people can make good games. Didn't
Yeah,
have to
but
do with EA.
But the fact that the prequel to this is the original game was so good that it saved their contract it's inspires hope for this sequel.
Okay. Well, how hopeful are we about the Lando show with its inability to get off the ground?
I'm not surprised. Donald Glover, like J.J. Abrams, is somebody with a lot of shit
Yeah,
on his
he's
plate.
very busy guy.
He's not making music right now anymore because he's like, I'm so busy.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that he was like, yeah, Lando's gonna have to wait.
Are you guys upset by this, or were you not that interested with the Lando show? How important was Lando for y'all?
Meh.
I think Lando's overhyped is the problem. I think like he was hyped up because what's his name that plays in the original? Was a sex icon of his time. So it's like, oh, this sexy guy is playing this sexy guy.
Like
who is
Lionel
a bit
Richie?
charismatic. Yes, Lionel Richie. And I don't think Lando's that captivating of a character, especially considering Star Wars' ability to create captivating characters in more recent history. Like, it's just kind of meh. In fact, like, I think if Lando had had a smaller role in the original, he would be more interesting now because of what they've been able to do with Boba Fett and characters like the Mandalorian.
More room to expand and everything over someone who has a story told, kind of.
Yeah, and he's very like one-dimensional. He's a double-crossing charismatic pirate. How many more movies of Pirates of the Caribbean do we need?
A lot, actually, in my opinion. I don't think we get enough pirate movies.
But like that's all it really is. It's a Lando movie. Just feels like he's a space gambling. What's the person that takes shit across borders illegally?
Smuggler.
Coyote.
Smuggler.
Okay.
Well, yeah, a coyote is a type of smuggler. They just smuggle people. But yeah, Lando's just a smuggler. He's just charismatic and two-timey. Like that's so many characters that we've had in movies throughout the years that it's kind of boring. In fact, he's basically just a sexier black version of Han Solo.
Yeah.
I've never seen Star Wars, so whatever y'all say, I have to go with. All right, Willow trailer, which I did not know was not just part of this universe. I thought it was just another planet, like Andor.
Yeah, I was so confused.
That was a funny conversation.
Yeah, actually, Star Wars. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Like, I guess that makes sense.
Lucasfilm. Like, they keep doing all this stuff.
I thought Huxley had went to a dispensary. Like, I know it's legal in Virginia now, but come on.
I didn't know he did other things. I thought they just have like Star Wars.
Yeah, LucasArts is involved in a lot of projects. George Lucas himself was involved in a lot of projects. He also did Indiana Jones.
But they're connected.
No.
They have a crossover in the comics.
So, fun fact, all of those comics are not canon with Star Wars. That happened as soon as Disney bought the license. They went, all the comics and stories in the extended universe of Star Wars are no longer canon.
Oh, well. I knew they had a comics crossover where they landed in the Pacific Northwest. They crash landed. And Indiana Jones went to go look for Bigfoot. And it ended up being Chewbacca.
Also, DC and Marvel have done crossovers.
Yeah.
They're not a part of the same universe.
Well, because DC's universe got rebooted. It's still part of Marvel's universe, I would assume.
No, I think Marvel's also been rebooted.
I thought they didn't reboot. I thought they just did like soft retcons.
They do retcons, but I think they also rebooted. Or it was a different universe. Because comics.
I do remember, I think one Marvel universe that had Marvel-like hero fought one universe with DC-like hero during one of the incursion events during Secret Wars. I do remember that happening.
Well, also, like, the Star Wars comics are now published under Marvel, and they're not connected to the Marvel universe at all. So
I don't think they're published under Marvel, because I remember it being a big deal that Disney owns them, but they're not having Marvel publish them. They're having IDW publish them. And it was during Marvel's time of not having great quality work.
I think they do some Star Wars. I think the Darth Vader comics were published under Marvel, if I remember correctly. Or there have been some.
Maybe they switched it over, but I do remember when they first got it, they were still doing IDW for a while.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm mostly confused by Flash Thompson being in Willow. And that's it. I didn't realize he was a part of it. Also, which Sprouse brother is it that's a part of it?
Part of it.
I didn't realize one of them was a Sprouse brother.
I could have sworn
Cole or Dylan. I don't even know how to tell them apart. I don't know what you want me to say.
It's probably Cole.
I have no idea. It's a TV series, right? What's the new one?
Willow?
Yeah.
Yes.
That might just be somebody that I think looks like a Sprouse brother.
I don't remember there being a Sprouse brother in there.
Willow, I am.
Oh, it's the Dempsey kid. He kind of looks like a Sprouse brother in a quick
The who?
like flash. Dempsey Burke or Brick.
I don't know who this is.
I'll share the. It was like very quick, but he kind of looks like a Sprouse kid. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, just the Flash Thompson kid being in it was a shock to me. I didn't realize he was a part of it, but good for him for getting more work.
All right. So the writers for Sonic 3 have reportedly teased it'll be inspired by Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog games.
This is exactly what I expected.
Yeah, I'm not
I
surprised.
expected Sonic Adventure 2. I was not expecting Shadow the Hedgehog. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Are we giving Shadow guns?
Yes.
Shadow the Hedgehog, yeah, probably. It just means Shadow will be Red Hood, which is what makes sense because they both inspire each other.
Okay. I was like, you could just say Sonic Adventure Battle 2, unless you want to give him guns.
There's a lot of story in the Shadow the Hedgehog games that they probably are going to delve into.
I put all my faith into this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't failed yet. So
yeah, but putting both of the
is
games
if
and
we get the
stories
race.
into like what, one probably just an hour and a half long movie.
I mean, that's kind of what they do for everything, though. They just rip inspiration
Yeah.
from different things.
Okay. I'm okay with Shadow having gun. I just want to know that's what we're expecting, right?
Yeah. I mean, they already have a ton of weapons in the movies. So what's a hedgehog with guns?
This is true. All right, so Sony have announced Horizon Netflix series, a God of War Amazon series, and Gran Turismo. I don't know if it said where Gran Turismo is going, or if I just forgot.
All right, so
might as well be HBO Max.
if Gran Turismo does it, I want it to be initial D like. That's my request. To basically be initial D.
All right, Gran Turismo is currently unannounced for our platform.
It's gonna be on HBO Max. They gotta hit all three, of course. So.
Well, Paramount.
What?
Or Disney Plus?
No. Please not Paramount. After how they treated Halo.
Yeah, I'm good on Paramount after what happened to season 1 of Halo.
Gran Turismo is just a racing game, right?
Yeah.
Why does HBO Max have it? They already have Fast and Furious.
So they can have more. What are you talking about?
I don't know. You could just make more Fast and Furious stuff and just get Gran.
That's like asking why Disney Plus has all the superhero movies.
Let's just one, Gran Turismo is about racing, and Fast and Furious is about being a family? And robbing people, I think. I mean, I stopped paying attention after like 3.
I mean, they gotta find a way to give Gran Turismo a story, so I would imagine something similar. Like, oh, this is gonna be our Fast Furious franchise. Yeah, Peacock's interested. Paramount's interested. That's what I'm expecting. It's just gonna be their Fast franchise, pretty much.
Maybe it'll be good like Baby Driver, or maybe it'll be Fast and Furious. But I don't think it'll be good like Baby Driver.
Because, like, I've never played Gran Turismo, but I don't think there's a story. I think you're just racing.
Yeah, you're just racing. It is just a racing game. It's going to be Iron Man 2. That's what they're making.
Watch it end up on Paramount. Now that you say it like that, I feel like it will end up on Paramount.
Like, I don't see a reason why HBO Max is gonna bid on this when they already have a Fast franchise, and they could just make spin-offs of that.
Paramount's gonna take Gran Turismo, take the show, make it all YA drama with 2 scenes of racing.
Wait, but why would Paramount take it? Because isn't Paramount the people that make Transformers?
Oh, wait.
Is that Paramount or is that Peacock? Who has? No, it might be Paramount. I think it's a Paramount thing.
Rather Paramount or it's Universal, who knows?
My faith in Paramount relies solely on how well the Knuckles show works. So
yeah, truly.
So that comes out.
Who is the distributor for Transformers? That's all I want to know.
Me, Jeff Industries. Jeff Cinematics.
We're all gonna be surprised, and Disney Plus is the one that buys it.
I will be so fucking shocked. Yeah, it's Paramount that has Transformers, so I don't think that they'll snag another car movie.
Why would they do that?
So they save the budget by using the same cars, but one thing has transforming cars with CGI. The other one will just keep them as cars for the movie.
They save the budget by using the same scenes.
It's like Super Sentai and Power Rangers. We're just gonna reuse the scenes.
That being said, I hope they don't fuck up Horizon Zero Dawn or God of War.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Horizon Zero. I actually want to play that game.
It is incredible. I haven't played the new one yet because I don't have a PS5. And yeah, God of War is...
Netflix's streak is pretty choppy, so it could go either or. I feel like you should be more prepared God of War being the better one.
I think God of War is going to be the worst one because God of War is going to have so much more to work with, but also have so much less wiggle room.
Okay. I was thinking like Amazon probably the better of the studios with doing anything.
Yeah. But I think that's just because Netflix shits out so much content that some of it's really good and some of it is...
Yeah. Netflix, you're going to either get good or bad. We don't know where Netflix is doing. We don't have like anything to work with. Like, it's going to be a good or bad. Paramount,
Amazon also has bad. Amazon is also bad, though, at times.
At least One Piece is going to be good on Netflix, hopefully.
No, I think one of these will end up being bad. It's either going to be Horizon or One Piece, and it's probably going to be One Piece.
Nah, because the manga
not Avatar. Not Avatar.
Oh, well, Avatar is going to be bad. We already know Avatar is going to be bad.
That is predetermined.
It's so bad that the creators walked off and walked away.
But see, Oda is pleased with One Piece, so I have my faith.
Okay.
Until he walks away, because
Then if he walks away, I will immediately unsubscribe from Netflix and be like, "You already wasted enough of my time."
Truly,
$20.99 is not worth all this shit.
Is it $20.99 now?
For me.
I think it depends on their plan.
I have the 4 screens.
Yeah. If you have like 4-screen, ultra high definition and everything. I think the one I'm doing is like 17 something.
That's still too much. Netflix, your content is not that good, and
yeah, you're like kind of you're running off of like maybe 1 to 2 shows. You're running off of 1 show every 2 seasons.
And you're running off of people being high and watching Great British Bake Off.
Yeah.
All right.
You apparently you hit the bag with Stranger Things season 4, and apparently Squid Game was pretty good. I don't know. I didn't watch either of those yet.
But they didn't even make
Squid Game good. Yeah, they just distributed it, but it was fucking good. And Umbrella Academy. Umbrella Academy's been a hit.
I've been enjoying a lot of their K stuff they have. I don't know if that could count as K dramas, but they're definitely K something.
That's fair. But then, they cut all of their animation except hopefully Dragon Prince, because Dragon Prince is really good.
I swear in my life if they cut
Dragon Prince.
I'd be so mad.
They already okayed it for like 5 more seasons.
Because it's a good show.
It's so good.
It's a good show. They should have been better. Okay.
I don't know anything about this show.
Dragon Prince is made by the same people who made Avatar.
Watch it, actually.
Yeah, it's really good. You would like it. There's dragons, and that's all you need to know.
Man, I don't really watch things with dragons.
Well, you start.
Yeah. You like lizards?
It's close enough.
These are lizards that fly.
They're elves, fire elves, sun elves,
sun elves and moon elves.
They're cool.
You seem like I care about elves.
It's magic.
There's magic.
Oh, magic.
There's wizardry. Like there's magicians.
I'm sure there's a shark somewhere if you look hard enough.
Okay. Well, how are we feeling about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey horror movie?
I'm so excited to watch this. So incredibly intoxicated.
I promise you, on the list of things I didn't expect in my life to see, this is probably on the
top 5.
Very top 5. Yeah.
I mean,
I did not expect to see in my life.
So Winnie the Pooh is a Disney property, but it went to the public domain just last year. So officially, anyone could do anything they want with Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to ruin my fiance's childhood by making her watch this horror movie.
Do you guys know what this movie's about? Did you guys read the synopsis?
No, I don't need to. I'm already hyped.
Christopher Robin
is gonna kill people.
Christopher Robin goes off to college. Winnie and Piglet are starving and kind of go crazy, and they go out and kill people for food.
Hell yeah!
Did they eat Eeyore?
I don't know if they ate it. I didn't read that one. I know they're just Winnie and Piglet are murdering people because Christopher Robin left them to die and starve.
I can't wait for a 1-foot tall murder hobo of a piglet.
He looks like he's full size in the picture.
I know.
He looks like he's 6'3".
I mean, bears are giant. Pigs are not as giant, Jeff.
And he looks the same height as Winnie in the picture.
Oh, Piglet. I didn't even see Piglet. I just saw the picture of Pooh.
Pigs can be as big as your car, actually.
I guess it depends on the type of the pig, but yeah, some boars can get pretty big.
No, like domestic pigs can get as big as your car. They usually just don't because we slaughter them. We were talking about horror movie. It was going to be dark at some point.
All right,
it's fair, man.
I guess just wait for other characters to enter the public domain. I guess.
If I want Tigger to hop on somebody's head to death.
If we're getting stuff like this, I'm all for shortening the pub. I'm all for shortening copyright laws. They don't need to be as long as they are. Let's put Mickey Mouse and everyone else in the public domain already.
So it was like, yo, Winnie the Pooh is free. Let's make a horror movie. That's the first thing they thought.
I think they already. I think it's just like a small team. They did it in like 40 days. They said it's just like being posted up and everything.
It looks like a 40-day
incredible
horror movie.
I can't wait for the Snoopy horror movie next. Or Garfield the horror movie.
Oh my god!
Oh wait, no, we're already getting that. Chris Pratt's gonna voice him. I forgot Chris Pratt is voicing Garfield, so we're already gonna get the Garfield horror movie.
We are. I forget who. I think we heard someone else is part of the project. I don't remember who. All right, but that makes up all the news of the week. Ready to move on? Young Justice first, since that's the thing we all watch, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I actually watched it last night because I realized I hadn't watched it yet. I'd been busy.
Same.
I watched it like the morning it came out. It's one of those shows I'm just gonna watch this right now while I'm having my coffee at like 5:30 in the morning.
I watched it on.
Why are you up so early? I sometimes have to be up that early, and I hate every second of it.
It's when I wake up. It's the time I find to edit the videos before I actually go out to work.
That's what I'm on my way back home.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to me, Huxley here. And today I'm joined by my mightiest woman and Jeff. I'm surprised you don't even have a name today. It's just Jeff.
I couldn't think of one.
And today we're talking Young Justice. I don't remember what episode it is, but it's almost the finale. We're just one episode away from the finale.
It's the penultimate episode of the season. So, what are our thoughts with Young Justice penultimate episode?
It's actually a good episode because they focused on one stuff.
I mean, this is a penultimate. This is where everything's converging now.
Yeah, it actually made a lot of sense, except for one thing, which was why was Superman there?
You know, it was never really specified, but in my mind, I thought maybe it takes more than one Justice League member to give the A-OK for the Watchtower to go above the Zeta thing.
Oh yeah, I meant onto the planet with the red sun. Like, why did he go? He's useless there.
Yeah, I did think about that too. I was like, why did he go to the red planet?
He only went because he was there on the Watchtower already. And Black Lantern was like, it's okay. The other Kryptonians will be here on the red sun planet. It'll be almost a fair fight because you guys will be about the same power level.
Did Connor see Clark?
Not
I think he just stepped out and he screamed in pain.
And he passed out from the pain
because he was not in great condition.
Yeah, he was kind of really fucked up, and he's probably gonna die.
All right, so we wanna. So you guys really like this one? You want to give it a rating for this?
Like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I was thinking like around an 8 is right. Probably a little bit lower, like a 7.9. Not too much lower.
I think I'll give it a low 7, honestly. Overall, I enjoyed it. Maybe it's not even its fault. It's just like I don't know. It just feels like this should have been like the episode before because like we're gonna wrap things up really quickly if this is a penultimate episode.
It does kind of feel like they're pulling a Titans.
Yeah, like what's going on this next episode in like the 20 minutes they have? Because that's a lot of stuff to deal with.
Maybe the last episode will be longer.
You know what I realized is that this episode made the episode before feel even worse.
Yeah.
Because now I just felt like a waste of an episode.
I don't remember what happened. I remember they chased the things. They got the Phantom Zone working, but that was only like 5 minutes.
It was an episode about Geoforce, or that's his name?
Oh, yeah. They're in Markovia for most of it. Okay.
Yeah, so that episode served absolutely no purpose.
Just setting up next season.
Which was not even announced yet.
They put off a whole episode to set up an unannounced season.
Yeah.
Well, we could just have a longer, like, final battle or something to solve this problem.
They could have done a Dragon Ball Z and ended right at the middle of the battle.
Yeah.
So in watching this, I realized that you could probably cut out a bunch of the side stuff that they had in the previous episodes, which is what I expected. But it felt like they didn't use like a lot of it. Like I thought everything was going to tie in, but it didn't look like they used a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, I feel like
a lot of it, like you mean like all the stuff that was just like character building. Like Halo's not here, so we're not using Halo.
Yeah, Halo's not there. I thought Beast Boy was going to be there.
Garfield's not here to help see Superboy, so we went through his depression just to kind of talk about depression, I guess. We used Halo just to talk about identities and everything.
Yeah, we could have just gotten rid of Artemis in this last battle and grabbed Garfield.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they brought Artemis. Do we really need two people that their whole thing is just they're really good at martial arts?
I mean, it seemed more helpful for people. I don't know. It wasn't really that more helpful because her thing was bow and arrow, and it just phased through everyone.
Yeah. She's like the dollar store version of a Green Arrow. Not very useful.
I did feel and the Kaiser Thrall story would have been so much more interesting earlier on in the season.
Yeah, if it happened like 5 episodes earlier.
I was like, oh, this is actually a cool subplot that's way too late to flesh out.
And he's pixelated.
And he's dead. Cool. He's not dead, though. He was just kicked out of his own mind.
Is that... I don't know what happened. I thought maybe he was like just like completely destroyed or something.
They've used that animation before to show like somebody winning a mind battle.
Okay. But I mean, all he is like a brain in there.
Yeah, but that doesn't like it could just mean like he lost control of himself and he's under somebody else's will.
I guess maybe
until later.
I really thought they killed him off. I was like, oh no, I don't remember what your name is. But no,
Danny. I feel like
Danny Chase.
Danny. Yeah,
Danny Chase.
Which is he a real character? He is. Daniel Chase usually joins the Teen Titans. His main alias is, wait for it, Danny Chase.
You said his main alias is Danny Chase?
Yeah. He doesn't use a superhero name, typically. Typically, he is just Danny Chase.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know who this was. I was like, fuck? He could have been just like, oh, I'm looking at his picture. He looks terrible.
He's the nephew of Vigilante.
Adrian Chase, Danny Chase. Oh God.
That's So he's a genius and he has telekinesis.
He has telekinesis and a photographic. Okay. Well, I don't know how well that friendship will go. He's like 12. Jason's like probably 18 or 19 from what he looks like.
He's also the one that told Nightwing that Jason was dead.
Okay.
Historically. Not in Young Justice, obviously, because this is the first time we're getting him. But
yeah, there's a big age between him and Jason, it looks like, at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, damn, tragic.
But yeah, so episode starts off. We have the team in the Phantom Zone. They encounter the Kryptonians. They try and convince Connor to come with them, but Connor thinks he's hallucinating.
Which is fair. I mean,
which is understandable. I feel like he hallucinates a lot from there.
Like, he had just been dealing with it.
Yeah.
In fact, the person whose like reactions in this episode were the most understandable was Connor's. He's already been brainwashed.
Yeah.
He
thought he killed Superman. He thought everything's just like an illusion. He thinks he's gonna hurt McGann because he's a monster. Yeah. Team encounters the Kryptonians. They fight the Kryptonians. They have no experience fighting the Phantom Zone.
Yeah. The only one who was any good was Zatanna, and then she said something that was fire backwards, and nothing happened because her mouth was covered. And I feel like there should have been fire somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does covering her mouth really work? Because she still says it.
I mean, I think it works. Yeah, I feel like that's how a lot of people deal with her in the comics too.
Like making her silent is like, that makes sense. Like silence, like that's usually how it works with like magic and stuff. You can silent an opponent, but like just covering their mouth doesn't really silence them. It just makes it less loud.
I don't know, mouth muffles.
Like if he had like if he had grabbed her by the throat and choked her so she couldn't speak, that would have made more sense to me. But
maybe
just going like, I don't feel like that stops the spell.
Yeah, you only have to gag her, which would make sense because when you're gagged, you can't actually say things or rob her of her voice.
Yeah.
But covering your mouth should, like, you can still say things if your mouth is covered.
Yeah.
I also don't know how well could they just not phase through the fire because it looks like they phase through like anything they willed.
Yeah, but like there's like if you have a magical ability and you say fire, like typically in most universes, if you don't complete a spell, there's some sort of backlash.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think that the backlash would just be that there would be fire.
Maybe. Okay. I can see that. But yeah. The team lost. They're not used to fighting Kryptonians, but they managed to just get away. And then we also have the other side of the story where what was going on? They're interrogating. They're talking to the Kaiser Thrall, and then the Prince of Mars contacts them saying he thinks Connor's alive. They show up. They have Phantom Girl. They have Superman. Everyone's ready. They're talking about the possibility of Connor being alive. Superman just says, "You gotta trust him. Just trust him. He's not gonna explain about the future stuff because it might mess up the timeline."
Yeah, I feel like if Superman's saying just trust me, that's really all he ever has to say.
Yeah, I feel like at least comic wise, the people who can do that in the comics are Superman and Nightwing. Their word means a lot in the comics.
Yeah. Batman tries to say it, and everybody's like, no, man.
No.
And then he has to save their ass anyways.
But usually he saves her ass by showing exactly how he could fuck them up, which is why they say no.
They're hesitant, but a lot of times they will go with it because they realize it's Batman. But they're always hesitant.
It's always like, well, Batman is the lesser of all these evils.
Honestly, something like that just happened today because new comics came out today. I was reading the Batman Annual or Detective Comics Annual. I forget which one it is. But that was a situation where Batman's making Ghostmaker in charge of Batman Incorporated because Batman's poor now and Gotham's going through a lot of stuff. So he can't like split his time between Batman Incorporated and Gotham. And people were like, Ghostmaker's in charge? What? And like Batman's like, you gotta trust me. Ghostmaker can handle it.
He probably can.
Yeah, if Batman says he can handle it, he probably can. But also,
Yeah.
I understand everybody's hesitation.
Yeah.
So a lot of the Batman Incorporated members were like, it should be someone who was already part of the group and not someone who just joined. But
no
Ghostmaker
is beating Ghostmaker, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Ghostmaker fought all of them because he wanted to test them out beforehand, and he defeated all of them. And he trained with Batman. Like they trained together under the same masters, so they have the same experience and everything. And Ghostmaker's rich too, so he can fund Batman Incorporated while Batman can't because he's poor.
Yeah.
But moving on, we're trusting Superman about these Legionnaires. We go get Orion to open up a portal to the Phantom Zone, combining the Mother Box with the Kaiser Thrall. But they have to do this on a red planet just in case this goes bad. They can fight them on a red planet. A red sun planet, not a red planet.
Yeah. It's a little weird that Phantom Girl didn't think about how there could be a shape-shifting enemy when her teammate is a shapeshifter.
The security on their rings is trash. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, like How are these Legionnaires inspired by past superheroes if they don't have any failsafes on their main thing?
You know what? I forgot that her team was a shapeshift. I forgot what they did.
One's a shapeshifter. One shoots like energy beams.
And telepathic, I guess, Howdinger.
Yeah. And then you got Phantom Girl, who can phase through things.
Yeah.
She's just Danny Phantom.
I guess, I don't know. I mean, it's really coming down to the ring. Like, what? Like, but what would the ring do? Because, like, we know Martians can change themselves at a cellular level. Because that's how Miss Martian gave a transfusion to Beast Boy in season 1.
That's true.
So even if there's like DNA testing, it's like it's the same blood. He can just transform at the cellular level.
That's true.
So I don't think we can say anything about that. That's understandable, honestly. It's their fault for being captured.
Well, yeah.
Their powers suck. Sorry.
I mean, the Legionnaires suck. Whose idea is to have all the heroes be teenagers?
Right?
Why is none of them like adults?
Yeah.
Like, why
Well,
are
isn't
they
it
all
that like Zod came through and like kind of wiped out everybody?
I mean, yeah, that's what happened. He wiped out these only 3 Legionnaires left. But like, I mean, the Legion of Superheroes in the comics are all teenagers. And they're pretty much, they defend the whole galaxy.
I don't know.
The whole galaxy defended by a bunch of angsty teens.
What happened to the Green Lanterns?
I don't think the Green Lantern Corps no longer exists in the future.
How the fuck did that happen?
Parallax. I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
Probably Parallax.
Yeah.
I know all the power of the Green Lantern Corps is inside the Green Eye that belongs. I don't remember her name, but she's from like the Fatal 5 of the future. She's a green. She has an eye, floating eye. I don't know.
You're not talking about Jessica Cruz, right?
No. She was in the movie though. The Justice League versus something. The one that introduced Jessica Cruz to the Justice League Unlimited series.
Justice League versus the Fatal 5?
Is that the name of the movie?
I'm pretty sure.
I think it's like Emerald Empress or something.
That sounds right.
But yeah, I think her eye killed all the Green Lanterns and has the power of like the entire green energy spectrum.
That's kind of crazy.
And we saw it. I think did Lorzon not take it from Metron's vault? The eye? But yeah. That's what all I know is Green Lanterns are dead. I think all their powers inside the eye that belongs to like Emerald Empress. And now
Yeah, it is Emerald Empress and the Eyes of Ekron.
Eyes of Ekron.
And it's a sentient entity. Oh, the Emerald Empress is a bad person.
Yeah, she's a bad person.
I see.
I think she's one of the Legionnaires' bad guys, but like sometimes she's time traveled back and fought like the League, I guess.
Wow. One of her origins is that she tried to join the Legion and they mocked her.
That's what you get for having a team of angsty teens. What was it? Because she was too old?
Apparently she was overweight with poor skin.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So vote to make Legionnaires the villains.
That's what happens when you're dealing with a bunch of angsty teens.
Yeah, you're dealing with high school drama of like the popular kids.
There's one thing about angsty teens is they're piece of shits.
That's her villain origin story. It's like You know what? I'm gonna take the power of the whole Green Lantern Corps with my eye of.
Hold up, y'all. She shows up in the Scooby-Doo team up.
What?
She shows up in the Scooby-Doo team up. This is no longer an episode review on Young Justice. We're just going to do a deep dive on the Emerald Empress.
DC Comics. Emerald Empress DC Comics.
Or Emerald Violet as another name for her. Apparently, which is the worst fucking name. Why is your name two colors?
No, if I. Oh, her eyes
Fatal Five betrayed the Legion. What? This lore is so confusing, and I don't care enough.
He was recruited by Superboy and the Legion to combat the menace of the Sun Eater. That's cool.
Oh, she was in the DC Rebirth. She was a part of the first Suicide Squad with Lobo and Johnny Sorrow, Rustum, and Dr. Polaris.
Apparently, she is not really the the Eye is not the companion to her, but the controller of her. Apparently, because when she died, was because she was hidden from the Eye, and her body quickly withered and decomposed because she is much older than she looks and is kept alive by the Eye's power.
That fits somewhat because they said that she used the eye after she was mocked by the Legion to make herself into her perfected form or whatever.
Oh, the Eye was the early prototype for the Power Rings. Lobo revealed the Eye was part of the Emerald Head of Ekron, who was a member of the Green Lantern Corps until driven insane by his space sector being destroyed.
No, the Eye is stronger than a Power Ring.
But it's weak to kryptonite.
It is weak to kryptonite, apparently. It has run away from kryptonite a few occasions.
Why is it weak to kryptonite?
Maybe it came... I don't even know, because that wouldn't make sense. It coming from World from Red Planet, because not all of them are weak to kryptonite.
If the Eye is successfully attacked, the Empress will often feel the effects of the attack as well due to their symbiotic relationship. And when exposed to green kryptonite, it's dazed or immobilized.
Maybe it's the radiation. I don't know. Kryptonite seems like everybody's weakness.
Well, I think what it is that authors are like, well, if Superman's weak against it, it's really strong. And it's like, no, it's like an allergic reaction, y'all. Like, that's what it is. Like, kryptonite just has or Kryptonians just have an allergic reaction to all different kinds of kryptonite, and every single one gives them a different reaction. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Are we getting a Legion, a superhero show? Did we talk?
Yes,
yes.
I think it's still in the works. I haven't heard anything about it being canceled for HBO Max by Michael B. Bendis.
So we'll probably be getting Emerald Empress again. Maybe.
Probably we'll get more Emerald Empress, along being ridiculed for having bad skin and being fat and being ridiculed by the angsty teens of the Legion of Superheroes.
Is the Legion show supposed to be live action?
I don't know. No, I think it's a adult animated show.
Okay, good.
If it was live action, it would be straight to the CW. It's so easy. It's just a CW show, though. Come on.
Not necessarily. Stargirl was originally an HBO Max show that they then moved to the CW.
Exactly. If it's angsty teens, it has to go to the CW.
Well, no, it was a DC Universe show that moved to the CW. Same with Swamp Thing, also got sent to the CW.
Right.
for reruns at least. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense, but all right.
Yeah, it's not, Swamp Thing isn't an NXT. I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Well, it got canceled after one season for a reason, I guess.
It's madness. We know why it got canceled. It fucked up money management.
Yeah, they said the CGI was too expensive, and it's like, well, this is what happens when you want good CGI and not a flappy shark getting hit by a flappy human.
I think but the next season would have been cheaper because for season 1 they built a whole swamp set.
Yeah.
So like they don't have to rebuild it for season 2. So at least it should have been cheaper for next season. It's already built.
Yep.
Tragic. Good shows going to waste.
All right. Anything else you have to say about Young Justice?
No.
All right.
Episode. Hopefully the finale follows.
What do we think will happen next episode?
I don't even know what will happen. I feel like I said this earlier. This is why I gave it like a low 7 because I think this should have been a little bit earlier because it seems like we're going to wrap things up quickly because I have no idea how they're going to solve any of this.
I don't think they're going to wrap it up. I think it's going to be a cliffhanger.
You think it'll be a cliffhanger? We'll do
They're
it.
going to try to force the next season. They're going to get people pissed off enough with a cliffhanger to force a new season. Just like how they fucking did it with Titans, the live action show.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen.
It's the only thing I can see, like,
Titans.
Because, like, how are they going to wrap this up in, like, 20 minutes or whatever, how long a Young Justice episode is? Like, the only people that can save them are Nightwing, Zatanna, Aquaman, Artemis, Rocket on the other side of the Phantom Zone. And maybe they'll deal with the Kaiser Thrall, but they're going to have to deal with a lot of Kryptonians.
I think they're going to be overwhelmed by the Kaiser Thrall. The Kryptonians aren't going to be able to escape, or they're going to be able to just barely escape, and that'll be the end.
Yeah. They might not. I think that'll probably be what happened. They'll find a way to stop the Kaiser Thrall. There's going to be a fight, but in the end, Lord Zod, General Zod, and Ursa Zod are going to get out while the other Kryptonians are still left behind.
And Malcolm, the Martian.
Yeah,
the Martian will also get away, but
that dude's going to get murked, bro.
His sister's going to be pissed.
He's going to die. Like, there's no way. He's just been set himself up to die this whole season. He's going to die.
He might die now. He's going to die, or he's going to die by Darkseid later.
I think he's going to redeem himself in this last episode and then die.
That could be it. He dies taking care of the Kaiser Thrall. That's what happens. Calling it now.
All right, but I guess that's our review of Young Justice penultimate episode. We'll be back next week to talk about the finale, as well as the next episode for Obi-Wan, and the new season of The Boys starts Friday, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, I will not be participating in that one.
All right. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Like and subscribe, leave a comment. Adios. All right. Now you guys will do the intro for whatever you're doing for Obi-Wan and do an outro for Obi-Wan.
I'm trying to get sponsored by Honey Butter Chicken Biscuits, aka Whataburger.
There's even a Whataburger anywhere near us?
No. But I want them to make one in the DC area.
Okay.
And or to send me Honey Butter Chicken Biscuits. I will take either.
Okay, we'll go on with your plan. I'm going to remove myself, and you guys figure what y'all doing for Obi-Wan episode 1 and 2.
It's a simple intro.
Yeah.
Hello there.
The name is Ben Kenobi. We're talking Obi-Wan, episode 1 and 2 today. It was pretty cool for them to drop up 2 episodes off.
Yeah, I appreciate.
They haven't
that.
done that for Disney Plus yet, and that was nice because episode 1 was nothing but setup.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. How do you feel about the episode so far, Jeff?
They're okay. They're okay. I think as far as acting, the acting is good. I think the only issues I have is with the villains. They just so far haven't really seemed all that intimidating.
Yeah, I find it really interesting that this is what they've decided to do with the villains because we know that with you said you watch playthroughs of Jedi Fallen Order, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we know that the fifth brother, the second sister, and the Grand Inquisitor both all show up in Rebels, which takes place after Obi-Wan, but they also all take place during Jedi Fallen Order, which takes place after Rebels. And it's just very interesting because you kill off the Grand Inquisitor in the second episode.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound right. And then the second sister is trying to take control, which doesn't really fit her character from other shows and from other content. That being said, love the actress who plays her. She's not written well, which is why it's not performing well, in my opinion. The actor is doing the job. It's not written well.
I was just saying, I just remember when she heard the gunfire and she's running over to where Kenobi is, and then she just does that random flip, and I was like, well, that was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, cool little action sequence, but not necessary. And
but
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to like her. I was liking her for a bit, but then after a certain point, I was just like, "What are you doing? What is happening?" Between her and the Grand Inquisitor, I was like, "What are y'all even going through?"
It's also really surprising that we haven't gotten Obi-Wan to swing his lightsaber really at all.
I was expecting a lightsaber duel. Very sad I didn't get one. But
I think it's better storytelling. I think it's actually Obi-Wan is so hesitant to be a Jedi and to pick up that lightsaber again because he is on the hunt. He is being hunted. He is on the run. He's not used it. The last time he used it, he cut up his best friend and thought he was dead.
I think, yeah, I'm for it. In terms of that, I'm for it. It's a little sad because I like lightsaber duels, but
I think it's better life.
It makes sense.
I think it's better storytelling, and when we do get a lightsaber duel this season, which we're going to, probably towards the end, it'll be really, really impactful.
I do like the interaction, the dialogue between Owen and Ben. I thought that was a very good scene. Very strong. I'm enjoying little Leia just frying up every single person she talks to.
The people who are complaining about little baby Leia saying the things that she's saying obviously don't understand Leia's story or character because she sounds exactly like Leia would have sounded as a 8-year-old.
10.
Yeah. Just being like the scene where no, she doesn't. She looks 8 to me, but maybe I'm just getting really old. But yeah, that scene where she's talking to her cousin and her cousin's like, you shouldn't speak to lower life forms like that. And she's like, well, then I guess I shouldn't speak to you. There was the most Leia line I had ever heard. Leia, the original Star Wars crew was nothing but sass.
Hey, I'm all for people getting cooked up, so it works in my favor, either or.
I am totally down for the sass, especially because this is an Obi-Wan show. I expect it. Because that is the sassiest motherfucker to ever go through the galaxy.
I enjoy the spaceship bit.
Yeah.
To A New Hope.
Honestly, one of my favorite little details from this show is the logo so far. The second eye being his lightsaber is just really fucking well done. But I think it's also pointing towards how we're not going to get a lightsaber duel for a long time, because right now the lightsaber is the secondary while the blaster's the primary. And we also saw him struggling with his force powers in these first 2 episodes. So it makes sense that he wouldn't necessarily want to use his lightsaber, because he's not feeling as in tune with the force as he should be.
He's conflicted with the Force.
So,
And what's that guy's name? He was in everything. No, apparently. He was in Eternals.
which guy? The
fake Jedi.
Kumal Nanjiani.
That was a cool little cameo.
Yeah, I really enjoyed his character too.
Yeah, no, he was fun.
He was funny. He
I
had
am
like
the
some
Jedi.
depth. He had
It was just
depth.
weird
It
for
was
me.
well done.
It was weird for me with how quick Rivas is to like kill people, but she didn't kill him, even though like he's like intentionally getting in her way.
Yeah. I think she's quick to kill people when it comes to trying to hunt down a Jedi, but when it comes to like, I'm actually hunting him, I don't need to know where he is anymore. I don't care about you, just get out the way. Kind of attitude. But it didn't make sense for her to just not cut him down.
Yeah, because like she's just like out the way after I read your mind. I'm like, really? Okay. But it was cool. I just want to know why she wants Kenobi so bad. I'm gonna assume it's to gain favor with Vader, but at the same time, it almost seems personal with how she's handling it.
I think it's ambition. I think it's that like she probably feels she's super ambitious, probably feels held back, like she hasn't been given the opportunity to be the greatest person there, which is who she thinks she is. And Kenobi is the guarantee spot to get that title from Vader. As usual with prequels, it feels kind of weird because we know where this ends. Like we never have to worry about Leia or Obi-Wan's safety.
Yeah.
We know Obi-Wan gets reattuned with the Force and starts using his lightsaber again. And we know that the Inquisitors all die by somebody hands that isn't Obi-Wan, most likely Cal Kestis. As long as the Fallen Order games are canon.
Could be Vader who kills them all. Who knows?
Yeah. Especially because we know that Vader does not handle failure well. So I do find it a very interesting storyline, though, that they're doing this whole like hunting down Jedis during this time, because this is before Rebels, and in Rebels they go after children who are attuned with the Force and are Force sensitive and try to recruit them or kill them. And in this one, it's just going after adult Jedi that are left over, which seems a little weird. You think that they would do both? There's like 9 of them. They don't all need to be. They don't need a third of their forces in the same place at the same time. That seems kind of silly. So, but I'm excited for the next episode.
Yeah. All in all, I'm enjoying the series.
Yeah.
A lot more than Halo. So.
Yeah. And we know that they're getting rid of these minor villains so that we can get Vader in, because we know Hayden Christensen is attached to the project. Like, we know this is happening.
Yeah, I'm sure they're saving all the best villain moments for him rather than these Inquisitors. Because, like I said, I think the only issue I had with the series is that they just didn't really come off as intimidating whatsoever. More quirky, I guess.
I think the most intimidating scene was that scene in the establishing scene where they're finding the Jedi in the saloon.
Yeah, that was probably their most intense moment. But other than that, it was just regular schmegular stuff.
Yeah, it was fun, but it was. I'm excited to see where this series goes once we start getting Vader.
Yes.
Especially because I'm excited to see where Vader is only 10 years later. But also, one thing that's kind of bothering me is we know Luke is 19 at the start of the original trilogy. Obi-Wan is supposed to age that much in 9 years? What the fuck does he go through?
Yeah. That's that stress, that Jedi stress.
That's the stress
the
and
only
the two
explanation.
suns baking your body, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's really it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's all there really is to say about the show. Minus like a bunch of cool things, a few cameos. Like I'm glad that they're using I forgot his name, but the actor who plays Boba Fett. I'm glad they're using him as the
clone. Yeah.
That was cool cameo.
It was cool to see the clone, like that the clones are still alive and a lot of them are just homeless veterans now. Like that's a cool little tidbit that I didn't expect. Especially because most clones did Order 66 and were brainwashed and all that. So I thought that the Empire would have just gotten rid of them. Be like, your service is over, go kill yourself type of thing. But I guess they didn't. But that's just because I expect the worst from the Empire.
Yeah, I mean, as expected, they are the villains.
Yeah. So I'm still just in love with the Inquisitor blades.
They are cool.
Yeah.
They're very
like
cool.
They all have dual wield spinny blades. It's dope. Seems really impractical though.
And practicality is the name of sci-fi.
Impracticality is the name of the Sith.
Yes. Hence why you still have stormtroopers who can't hit anything.
Yeah. They actually make fun of that in Rebels.
Yeah.
With the clones, with I forget which clone it is, but he puts on the helmet and he's like, I can't see anything in this thing, and it's designed after the Clone War helmet, so you'd think he would be able to because he'd be used to it, but he's like, no, these are garbage the entire time, and he's like, the armor's garbage, the helmet's garbage. Why did they do this? So yeah, I guess that's really all I got to say. Excited for the next one. I don't know what I'm expecting from the next one besides Vader. I think Vader's going to show up in episode 3.
Yeah, that's what. Either that, maybe a little more closure on the Leia Obi-Wan story. Maybe a time skip. Maybe.
I almost feel like Leia's going to be around for the whole season, which I don't like.
I hope not. I don't want like. I'm happy that she knows of him, and I'm happy they established how because of how it was in the original movie. But I hope they don't like make too much of a relationship between the two because it just seems kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, it also just seems like after all of this, it seems kind of weird how little she talks about him in the original series.
Exactly.
Because
which again, like you said, that's the issue with prequels is that we already know how everything is later on. So
yeah, it just raises some questions into why they're doing some things a certain way and what the point of certain storylines is. Like, did we need Leia to be kidnapped? Probably not. They probably could have gone after a different person.
literally anyone.
Yeah, they could have gone after like a Padawan who survived or something. Because we know Obi-Wan.
He gone after Grogu.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, he's 100 years old by the time Mandalorian happens.
Yeah.
Although we would have known how that goes too, but like capitalizing. I'm a little surprised we didn't get like more Yoda voiceover. Oh, I also wanted to say that the intro like recap that they did of the prequel trilogy was better than any of the prequel movies and was quite possibly one of the best like bits of Star Wars I had seen.
Yeah, it was actually very good. Very well
Yeah,
done. I appreciated it.
that editing job was A plus. Like,
They said we got to make sure it looks good. Come on.
yeah, because it's kind of awful. That being said, I have seen some edits of the prequel trilogy put together in certain ways that makes it a better like one movie than
Then
any
the
of
three.
the three. Yeah. Like there's a YouTube collection of YouTube films that ends up being like 2 hours long. That is all of the important parts edited well, and it makes for a better movie than the original series.
Yeah,
Than any of
I
the
didn't see
original
that.
series.
I didn't see that.
But that makes sense when you spend 45 minutes on pod racing alone.
Yeah. I mean, episode 3 was still cool, I guess.
Yeah. Episode 3 was probably one of the better ones because episode 1 was setting up the whole trilogy with Anakin being a kid, so it's kind of awful. And then the second one is like trying to get you caught up to where you are now. Although it does have the two of the coolest scenes in the prequel trilogy are in the second one with the shapeshifter chase in Coruscant, and then the Jango Fett Obi-Wan interaction. I believe is in this second one as well. But yeah, that's really all I got.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Like I said, it's the beginning of the season. Nothing crazy or jaw dropping has happened yet. It's progressing about as fast as I expected.
Yeah.
So there's not much to really say on the matter.
What would you like to see from this?
Maybe a Vader Kenobi lightsaber duel. Just wanted to kind of reiterate that Kenobi at this point is at least still the superior duelist. It would be kind of cool.
Or maybe he's not, but he's able to escape. That would also be cool. Because like Obi-Wan was the superior fighter even when he died. But I think he knew that it was such a slim chance of like his body being able to keep up that he was just like, it's done.
Right.
Which is crazy because we all know how good of a fighter Anakin is.
Yeah.
Like
he's like almost unmatched.
Yeah.
Minus Kenobi.
And Ahsoka, probably.
It's hard to defeat the high ground.
Yeah.
Didn't they like reiterate that somewhere in the episode?
I mean, he took the high ground when fighting on the rooftops a lot. But also the rooftop scene shows how out of touch he is with his force powers. So, I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's it. Follow, subscribe at Mighty as Woman on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Our other podcast mate is Haxley GV everywhere. And Jeff is...
Jeff.
Yeah.
Now smash that like button. I heard that gets you more likes if you say that.
Really, I always find it annoying when people are like, smash that like button and hit that subscribe and hit the little bell notification if you want to get every video when it comes out.
But at some point, you do smash that like button.
Do you?
Maybe.
I never do. I never do. I don't hit
Sometimes.
dislike either, unless it's really bad.
I don't think I've ever hit dislike on a YouTube video.
I don't think I've actually hit either.
I think I just like, oh, this is kind of shit, and then I leave.
Yeah. Or I'm like, oh, this is kind of content that I like. Let me subscribe, and that's it. I don't like. Or
That's why I
dislike.
say it's like, yeah, I just subscribe. I don't really like it.
Yeah. So, I guess subscribe or like or dislike. Do what you want.
Don't dislike. Why would you dislike? What's not to like?
I don't know.
Hello there.
Maybe you're a really big fan of the prequels.
These prequels are not. I don't know. I don't know what my mind trick was going to be. The prequels
Obi-Wan
are not as
will
good as you
hopefully
thought
be
they
good.
were.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
All right. So I guess that's it for the week.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. Young Justice
Yeah.
finale, Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 3 for you two, and then Jeff, are you caught up with the boys? Are we watching the boys, or are we just not doing the boys?
I'm watching the boys.
All
Jeff,
right, me
when
and you
are
are
you-
doing the boys.
When are you back?
Oh, you're not back for next week, so we won't even have the
No.
boys next week.
Following Sunday. So I leave this Sunday, and I'm coming back the following Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
So
everything will be out by Saturday if we wanted to do a late night stream. Or what
Hey,
time do you leave on Sunday?
Wait, what?
What time do you leave on Sunday?
Oh, I don't know. When I wake up, I'm gonna be working Saturday nights though. So, yeah. So
Well,
I don't know.
never mind.
Yeah.
Is it not just working the normal time, like at 9?
Huh? I am working normal time at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't
So-
be home.
Okay,
then.
you wouldn't be home by then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
All right.
working until 8:30.
So we might
Okay.
just have Young Justice finale, and then when Jeff gets back, Obi-Wan 3 and 4, Boys 1 and 2, Miss Marvel.
Fuck, I forgot Miss Marvel was coming out this early.
Yeah,
this
it's
soon.
June 8th, so it'll be 2 weeks from now.
Okay, I guess I'll watch Miss Marvel if we're really.
I'm giving it one
bad.
episode, but I'm fairly sure I'm too old for its demographic.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I still might end up watching all of it just to see like what they do because it is a part of the MCU and they'll do something big, I'm sure.
I'm gonna give it the 1 episode rule. I'm not gonna do a 3 episode rule. I'm doing 1
Because that's half
episode.
the season.
That's like gonna half the season. And mostly because like I'm fairly certain I'm too old for this demographic that they're aiming for.
Halo tricked me, so it's like I'm on edge with all these shows now.
With
And-
the 3rd episode, it tricked you.
Are you
They
guys
do.
interested in Jurassic
yeah.
World Dominion?
Yeah, we're
not.
planning on seeing that.
Okay.
So
Jeff's not?
I don't think I've watched a Jurassic World movie since the second one, way back.
I mean, there's
So-
time, Jeff.
Who has time, actually?
we're
know.
planning on seeing
How
it
long is your
and,
trip?
Man, I might catch up on Fantastic Beasts. I'm just kidding.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I like the first one.
Eh,
I saw the Secrets of Dumbledore on HBO Max now.
Yeah, that's
It
why I kind
is.
of want to catch up. I didn't watch the second one because I heard that one was horrible. But I liked the first one enough. It was okay. So I watched the second one.
yeah,
I'm in a
I'm,
wizardy feel.
yeah. I am looking forward to seeing Jurassic World. We're actually going to a drive-through movie theater so that we can take Bella with us because she loves dinosaurs and loves that series. Because our dog will actually watch TV.
Oh, wow.
She also loves Star Wars, so she's been watching Obi-Wan with us, and it's very cute.
Good.
Just having
Good.
internal monologues. Hello there.
Well, then me and Mike could talk about Jurassic World Dominion if Jeff does not want to watch a dinosaur movie.
Yeah, it might be hard to watch it that week though, Haxley, just because that's also the start of like Pride,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be at a lot of Pride things that week.
Well, I'm gonna watch it, and if any of you guys watch it, we can talk about it.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we do it a week late.
All right. But yeah. Obi-Wan 3, 4. The Boys 1, 2. Miss Marvel, I'm assuming just 1. Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's 5 things. Wow.
We were complaining about not having enough stuff. And
Yeah.
here it is.
Well, I think the last time it was just me and you, Jeff. We were complaining that there's a lot of things starting up soon.
It is summer. Like summer's when we're gonna be slammed because Umbrella
Because
Academy comes out too.
next month is Umbrella Academy at some point. I think June 22nd.
Yeah.
So it's going to be running. I think I'm assuming the same time still as Obi-Wan Boys.
There's
and Miss
something
Marvel
else coming
for
out
still
late June as well. I forgot what.
Is Invincible season 2 supposed to be coming out this year?
I don't know. I would not be surprised if HBO Max drops something without announcing it right after Young Justice is over. Like maybe we'll get Harley Quinn or something.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. It seems like this. It was near complete anyway. Harley Quinn strikes me as a summer show, anyways.
Yeah, it's supposed to be summer 2022.
Because I feel like they would want something for when Young Justice is over. So I wouldn't be surprised they drop it with no warning.
It is supposed to come out summer 2022. So like, we will probably be getting Harley Quinn this next month or in July.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for now. Take care, everyone. Adios. I'll see y'all. I'll see Mai next week. I'll see Jeff in 2 weeks.
Remember to smash that like button, bang that subscribe button, and click that little bell at the top of the screen.
And follow us on our other social media channels. Stay tuned. Keep up with what we're doing with life.
And Dr. Pepper, sponsor us.
The force may be with you.
And Whataburger, sponsor me.
And hello there. And goodbye.